Hi Gears fans, and welcome back for a new episode of Topics in Pills. In this video we want to talk about a topic that we have neglected in the past. As you know, every major chapter of Gears of War has always had two essential elements: a new version of the multiplayer map Gridlock and the introduction of a new member of the Carmine family. Considering the presence of a Carmine in Gears 5 quite sure, we never asked too many questions about it. But now we want to analyze the things with you. Through the words of Carmine in Gears 2, we know that they are four brothers. In addition to Anthony and Clay, it has always been thought of a fourth brother or sister whose name should start with D. It was reasonable to expect this fourth member of the family to be introduced in Gears 4. But instead, we saw the arrival of a certain Gary Carmine, and they didn't give any information on the character. The fact that Gary has the name that starts with G gave us the impression that this Carmine was nothing more than an Easter egg, rather than a true descendant of the main four brothers. But if it's not, Clay or this mysterious d.carmine may have had children. We know for sure that Clayton Carmine has survived the events of Gears of War 3. We had no certainty that he survived even in the next 25 years of peace, but then there is no information about his death. Clayton is also the only member of the Carmine family whose zombie multiplayer skin has not been created, which means he's still alive and well. In Gears of War 4 we can also notice an interesting detail. The dropshot and the buskill have the Carmine Construction Co. logo. Unless it's a simple tribute, it may be a small anticipation of what might be the new activity of the family in the period of peace. The conversion of construction tools into weapons could open the door to the customization of weapons mentioned in the E3 trailer. As many of you will remember, Fast Chutani brandished a completely different version of the classic Lancer, very different also from the Marcus Custom Lancer. If our hypotheses were correct, it could be Clay or the elusive d.carmine to offer us this inedit possibility. On the battlefield, on the other hand, it would be interesting to meet a new young family recruit, who could be both a young gear or an outsider fighter. If Clayton or d.carmine actually had one or more children, how would you like them to be called? They should continue the alphabet with letter E, or should they have a random name like Gary? And if instead e.carmine, f.carmine and Gary Carmine were brothers or cousins? This would explain why the G was chosen, and give us the indication of the possible Carmine that we will meet in Gears 5. We are curious to know your opinion on this subject. We know that Carmine are one of the most appreciated elements within the franchise, and we cannot wait to find out more. I am Screech93, this is Go Series Videos. Thanks for watching!
Did you see that?